boys and girls, and children of all ages come together to speak on acceptance this morning. This understanding that we must keep pushing forward despite how the world plays out around us. We'll start off nice and easy. Slept well last night. I hope you did the same. And getting ready for the journey to come, accepting what is and what is out of my control, despite my human nature to want to control what's going on around me, to want to understand, to want to, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to pay attention. Anyway, take a deep breath today. Hold on tight. We'll find acceptance for ourselves and for others to the best of our ability and push forward with love and compassion in our heart. As always, we weather the burden together. Tree farmer, morning, brother. It's good to see you this morning already. Still getting my brain wrapped around being awake, being alive, accepting the world for what it is. I've had it's been a stressful couple of days, if you couldn't tell from our last live. I was kind of letting it get to me, but I'm not going to let it get to me today. I realize that this is the test put out before us at times that, are we going to struggle and fight against the river of life? Sometimes we do without realizing. Sometimes I do without realizing that I'm fighting against the river of life. I can't allow it to be what it is, right? I need it to be what I expect it to be right now, and that's all it can be. Today's all about acceptance, about moving forward with appreciation and hope, knowing that the sun will rise. Tomorrow will be better. How you feeling today, tree farmer? Say beer. All righty, Rody. Well, it's good to hear you. It's good to hear from you. Good to have you. Getting ready for the journey to come. Oh, yeah. Not allowing this pressure of what should be, could be, or what is to consume me. I'll be honest. I struggle with this sense of purpose at times, right? I get so adamant about doing the next right thing, and it's an amazing feeling when I'm in the moment. Doesn't mean that the whisper doesn't come for me like it comes for all of us. That whisper of discontent and lack of motivation and this unwillingness to push forward for a split moment that, if we allow it, can consume us. We got to ignore that whisper to the best of our ability and know that that's self-sabotage, and we deserve better. You deserve better out there than to listen to that whisper that tells you you're not good enough. And I know I do too, but doesn't mean that it's still not there at times. Doesn't mean it doesn't cause me anxiety and stress and make me double think what I'm doing here. What I'm doing to find my sense of purpose, right? This thing that's outside the norm that we're working on here together as a group. It's a beautiful thing, but I struggle because it's different. It's not the status quo, right? Should I be going to get a job? Should I be trying to find a white picket fence somewhere, do what everybody else is doing? Well, that might not necessarily be for you, and I don't think that's necessarily for me. So when I'm in my right mind and I strive to be there, I'll keep pushing forward with love and compassion for who I am and what we're doing. The next right thing, right? Appreciation, hope, and understanding that, we don't have to live inside the quote unquote norm. Push the envelope. Live how you feel is appropriate for you, and do the next right thing to the best of your ability. Yeah. Steve Barber says, exactly. I watch with the herd, and it's doing and going the other direction. Thank you so much. I'm glad that we can help you turn it around there, brother. Feel free to double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. They do. We always thought they shouldn't have. We're going to work on being humble today and chat a little bit about the game plan to come. The adventure to come is going to be awesome. We got the camper car set up. We did some work on it, so we're a little bit behind financially, but we'll go out and do some spark driving today. And Paul C., it's good to see you. Good afternoon. It's here, brother. It's still morning. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm not that far behind today. Just waking up and pushing forward. It's not noon for me, so. But good afternoon to you, good sir. Welcome to the morning here in Syracuse, New York. It's another beautiful day today. Reflecting on acceptance. and pushing forward through the struggle. If you're out there struggling, please express yourself. We're in this shit show together. This life can feel like a sinking ship at times, but you're not alone. Once we start scooping the water out together, it seems to become a little bit more realistic that we're going to make it. So, and it's good to see you there this morning, Paul. How you holding up today? His and hers. Well, hello there, his and hers landscaping. It's good to see you as always. Getting ready for the adventure to come. Not as sure exactly still what that means, Georgia car. Give away my old car, right? We're still working on the old Galactic Avenger and Tree Farmer. It's always great to have you, brother. Hashtag Tree Farmer. Check out the free car giveaway. And yeah, not really quite on the ball today, I'll be honest with you. Not as frustrated as I was the other day at all, but feeling a little bit off. It's going to go great because we're going to make it. I'm going to get out there, push forward. Got all the laundry done. Got a little work here to do at the house. And I think today's game plan is going to be out there at Spark Drive. Be prepped and ready to stay in Walmart parking lot here by the house today, so we can wake up early, do a little live at Walmart parking lot right here in Syracuse, and then make some cash before we move forward on this grand adventure to come. Good. I'm glad. Be prepared because this too shall pass. There, Paul. See, take these moments of calm, loving acceptance and drag those into the rest of your life to the best of your ability when you are struggling, because we all struggle. Al Bowman, it's good to see you, Bowman. How you holding up, brother? I hope you're doing well today. I'm struggling to get started, get moving, and get myself motivated, but we're going to do that together, right? We're going to motivate and find a sense of acceptance in our life for what is and push forward to the best of our ability. At times, I question my place. I question this grand idea that we're developing here together as a group, but I do not know, with all of these extreme drama in my life, being wanted, no car, no power, no water, no friends, no family, totally isolated. It's been more than enough time to reflect. Well, I appreciate you expressing that, Tree Farmer, and I look forward to helping you break that mold, brother. I look forward to coming out to Kentucky and checking out your property. And, I really appreciate you being here. For me, you're at the top of the list. Like I said, this isn't going to be a discussion that we decide together who's going to get the old Galactic Avenger, but you're on the top of my list, brother, and I'll be advocating for you for sure. We'll have to look into talking to Lady J, because as far as my metrics are concerned, Lady J is blowing it away with comments. So when it comes to whose opinion is really going to make a difference on who gets the car, I think Lady J is going to be a big thing. Her opinion is really going to matter. She's commented on more of our shorts than anybody, and she's a valuable member of this community. I mean, we're all going to have our opinion on who gets the vehicle. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Some days I don't, and that's okay. And today's going to be one of those. We're going to push forward and do the best we can today with love and appreciation. Start by giving thanks to a God of your understanding, knowing that if you're struggling today, that you're not alone, Tree Farmer. I'm with you, brother. We're all with you, and you found a place to be connected. I know that it's rough and that loneliness can consume us completely. Believe me, I understand this. This place can get huge real quick. I've been lucky enough to have some house guests for a few days, which is awesome. But I still struggle with that as well, my friend. But we weather the burden together here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the goal, is to push forward and find hope and appreciation through the struggle, right? That's the main thing that we're doing here together, I suppose. IFV, as always, brother, it's good to see you this morning. How you doing? How you holding up? What's going on in your world there, IFV? I hope all is well, good sir.
Alright, let me know if he wants me to work because I'm bored.
Finding a way through the abyss together, brothers and sisters. I cannot wait have people down here. I'm really trying to make it some kind of underground railroad hub for all of the people who are trying to navigate this world. For That's awesome, and that's what we're looking to do here. And some days that can seem so far away, especially when we're right on the precipice of something great. Um, it feels like it'll never come. It feels like it'll never change, or it feels like we're not good enough to obtain this great idea that we strive to be a part of, the next right thing, right? Hoping that knowing that it'll exceed our greatest expectations if we can let those expectations go, which it sounds kind of asinine, but at the same time, I promise you, if you could flow with the river of life today, if you could let go and be positive and hopeful, it'll exceed your greatest expectations, despite the struggle that's out there for you today, brothers and sisters. Hold on tight, despite the pain that you're in, and accept what is around you. And that can be a hard thing to do, especially when your heart's full of love, especially when you're striving for something different, especially when you're consumed with loneliness. I can understand that completely, Tree Farmer. I'm looking forward to the future as well. That's all we can do is push forward and look forward to the adventure to come. Your life is a flowing and beautiful thing. If I get some caffeine in me, we're going to push forward with the next right thing for sure. Uh, no Dunkin' this morning. I'm not that classy, but the old Dunkin' cup will work great. I'm not sure where I'm at or what I'm doing. I do know where I'm at and what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm headed towards the next great thing. We're headed towards Sally's house to help her out here eventually. We're headed to see our brother Scott W. in Ohio soon. Check out his living situation and be a part of that, of his struggle, so that we can, despite how hard it is, we're in this shit show together, right? I'm adamant about doing so today, about pushing forward, spreading hope, love, and appreciation, despite this struggling mindset that I've been in the last couple of days. And I know that part of that is being on this precipice of something great. Part of that is my own self-worth that I have to digest. I implore you out there today to find that self-worth inside of yourself, despite the loneliness, despite the obstacles that creators putting in your path. When we pray for strength, it's very rarely just handed to us, if ever. It comes in the form of obstacles that'll make us stronger. And I appreciate all of you being a part of recognizing that, so we can move forward together with appreciation and hope in our heart. Despite the grief, despite the loss, despite the anxiety and stress, your mental health issues, or the abuse you might be in the midst of at the moment, I implore you to call 988 if you're here in the States. If you're struggling with any of these things, I implore you to reach out to someone you love. If you're struggling with your mental health, and be open and honest with somebody, I implore you to speak to a professional to the best of your ability, if that's possible. Appreciate you, brother. Well, I appreciate you, his and hers. I know we haven't even had a chance to talk yet, and I'm not sure what the adventure to come will bring, but maybe we could. We do have some. God, everything's so complicated, isn't it? It can't just be simple. I'm not sure what's going on. I know that we'll be headed out here soon, but I'm not sure exactly where we're headed, and that's all right. I know it will be nice to get back on the road. It will be nice to have an adventure around the corner. It will be nice to see you as we move forward. Sounds good, Tree Farmer. We appreciate you striving for this beautiful thing that's outside of the status quo. We appreciate you pushing forward, Tree Farmer. And IFE, appreciate you backing up your brother right there. It's a beautiful day. We just have to make it, right? Sometimes that can seem unobtainable. And I'm with you. It's felt unattainable the last couple of days, and I've been struggling with that. Trying to make short videos to kind of express the journey as it unfolds, and videos want to be upside down for some reason. Today we don't have the flashy screen, which is a blessing. I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but I'm going to appreciate it for what it is. As if you were here the other day, you could see how much that was driving me nuts, that it was flashing for absolutely no reason. Out of my control. We have to find a sense of acceptance for what is and push forward. I'm not necessarily feeling it today, but that's all right. You don't have to feel it every day. You don't have to be highly motivated, and you're allowed to be exactly what you are in this moment without any judgment, especially here in this moment. And if you are struggling, 988 is out there. If we're here for you in this moment, if you're struggling with something that seems outside of your control and outside of your ability to handle, because I truly believe that part of Creator's gift is us weathering the burden together. You know, it's just hard for us to do so when we're caregivers, right? When we're programmed that we're meant to care for and the world. You know, we lose track of caring for ourselves, and our cup is empty at times. I understand that feeling completely, and if you do understand that feeling, you're in the right place. We're growing a community of caring, compassionate human beings. Yeah, no fuzzy screen today. I know it's crazy, right? It just happens. Misled Utopia, miss the old Traveling Scott show. It's all burdens and troubles now. We used to be all positivity and good times. Yeah, it's those times are coming again. The corner will be turned for sure, brother. I apologize that we can't embody embody that positivity on a daily basis, but you're allowed to be whatever you need to be in any given moment, and so am I. That's what truly weathering the burden together means. Not just in the good times, not just when I feel hyped and excited and ready to go, and the world's all rose petals and dewdrops. You know, there are times where things are a lot more complicated for everybody, and I want to show that as well. I want you to be a part of that as well, so we can find a way out together. Not that anything's been horrific lately, but there's a lot going on in my family's life that's you know that's weighing on me. And Misled Utopia, you understand that. Hi, Jaslyn. I love you too. I love you both. I love you all. And I'm glad you're in today. Sweet Pea. Is there no place like this anywhere near this place? So this must be the place. It must be the place to grow, to heal, to learn, to understand that we deserve better, to accept what the world is on, and understand that it's got to be in God's time and not our own. The God of your understanding will set you free, will give you the strength and compassion that you need to push forward despite the struggle. I believe that wholeheartedly, but I also believe that, in those moments of struggle, it can be hard to see. It can be hard to see the way out. When we're in pain and anguish, when we want so badly to heal and love the people in our lives that struggle to heal and love themselves, it can be a heavy weight. Um, and that's been a heavy weight on me lately. With seems like everybody I care for. Uh, Pray for them today to find strength to take care of themselves, knowing that I can't save anyone but me. And by doing so, and by being open and honest, hopefully I can show my brothers and sisters a way out of their struggle and their pain, because none of us deserve to live there forever. There's no place. Please feel free to chime in and let us know how it's going today. Good, bad, or indifferent. We're here to weather the burden together, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I am making small and slow and steady steps to getting there. I almost, I promise you, the time for serious threats are gone, and it's time to move forward and push forward to the best of our ability, finding hope and love in the moment. Has anyone gotten anything good going on? Yeah, what do we got going on out there? Anything beautiful? I do have some good stuff going on. We have the car giveaway that's coming soon. We have this epic adventure that we'll be leaping off of here momentarily. The game plan tonight, Misled Utopia, is go do some spark driving, stay in Walmart parking lot, and give it a whirl around here tomorrow to make a couple more bucks, because I know that spark driving does pretty well around here. And then to be off on our journey. See Scott W. in Ohio. Come down there and see my brother, Misled Utopia. Knowing that some days will be easy. Some days the river of life will flow through us in a beautiful, magical way that'll help us express the growth that we're trying to find here together. And other days will be a struggle. The words will be hard to find. And, that's okay. And it's a big thing. You can be what you can be in this moment, and that's all right here. And the positive thing is, despite the struggle, we're going to grow from it. It's been weeks of struggle. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Miss Led Utopia. It's been a lifetime of struggle, and that's all right. That struggle breeds growth. The adventure to come will set us free. I'm almost sure of it. Once we get into the doing the next right thing in a positive, open way, I'm sure we'll be pushing forward together, doing great things. It's just being on that precipice can be kind of hard, and I'm sorry to disappoint out there in YouTube land, but I'm also not. Um, I'm also not. There's so much shown out there of epic adventures and beautiful moments, and everybody skips over the struggle that got them there because nobody wants to see it, right? Well, I'm here to tell you I want to see it. I want to be here with you through your struggle, and help us all find acceptance for what's going on in our lives. And yeah, and it's going to be all right. We're going to be okay. We're going to be all right. We need some positive vibes. I could definitely use some positive vibes because I feel a little bit off. That's all right. Anybody out there got a little bit of light they can shine into our life today? Any positivity and any struggle is welcome as well. I know for me, it helps a lot to know that I can help other people weather the burden. I also am working on filling my own cup, doing what I have to do to be prepped and ready for the journey to come. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited too. A lot of beautiful moments to come. More outside of our understanding, for sure. Yeah. Do I wish I could always be that on the ball, hyped up, positive person? Yes. But that's just not me all the time, and that's okay. And I appreciate you appreciating it. All it takes is just one little change of perception, and you bring to see the whole new world. Bob Ross. Thank you for that beautiful Bob Ross quote. That's an amazing. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. We weather the burden together. Good, bad, or indifferent. We're here as a group to change the world. I know it sounds epic. It sounds huge, right? But it starts with one small step. It starts with you doing the positive thing for yourself today. It starts with me getting out there and doing the positive thing for myself, which yesterday was doing laundry and getting stuff ready. The car is ready. We tested it in the driveway last night or the night before, and the heater worked fine. It still started in the morning. We're going to bring a jumper pack with us. Of course we are. We got to hope for the best and prepare for the worst. But at a certain point, we got to stop preparing and just take that leap. And that's what I'm getting myself ready for today. Better days are coming. For me, I did a direct pity yesterday and when tidied up yesterday when you got home. Yeah, slow and steady. It's those little things. It's those small things that are going to get us to where we want to go there, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land. Don't get wrapped up in the big picture. It can be hard to let go and to slowly place one small piece in front of the other until we get to where we're going, because we all want to be there right now. I want to be there right now in the adventure, letting go, positive, hopeful, and pushing forward. And I'm slow and steady getting there. It's just it's a lot going on in my life at the moment, and I'm digesting that here with you. You're off to a great place. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Dr. Seuss. I appreciate that. Dr. Seuss is a hell of a person to quote. Hell of a man. Saw a little George Carlin this morning, really motivated me too. He was talking about the mind-blowing state of people's minds, which kind of... Alex, it's good to see you this morning, Alex. Happy to have you. Glad you're here. Today we're pushing forward and speaking on acceptance, accepting the world for what it is, despite how we might feel in the moment. despite the angst that might be coming for this great leap that we're about to take, that you might be taking in your life here, the precipice that you're standing on, the thing that we know that we need to do for ourselves so that we can help our family and our community. It's got to be us first, right? Our family, then our community. It's the only way it works. Pouring from an empty cup does not do anything. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Support to more at Traveling Scott. Well, I thank you, his and hers. I appreciate the adamant vote of confidence, good sir. Help me to move forward with positivity and hope. Right there, he says. Awesome. Thank you, Tree Farmer. Yeah, I think today's going to be a quick one. I'm going to get out there and get things together. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be in the old camper car, getting our routine set, having our coffee with our French press gifted to us by Crankenstein. I got to reach out. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with Crank. I know he's got a lot going on, moving and getting ready and pushing forward. So let's reach out to him yesterday and today sometime and see what the deal is. Hopefully, Crank will still be up for helping us find a car in Georgia. That'd be great to see him. I know he's got a lot going on. And we have to have faith in ourselves today. We have to have faith in ourselves every day. Faith in a God of your understanding, knowing that we're exactly where we need to be despite the struggle. I know it's been a lot about struggle lately. But, hey, the world's a lot about struggle, my friends. The world's a lot about struggle. There's a lot of pain and anguish in this world. We can't focus on that forever because it becomes rumination, and that's not good for us. But what we can do is focus on it enough to heal and grow so that we can push forward positively in this world of struggle and pain. Find a glimmer of light and run towards that glimmer of light. Put down the shovel and stop digging this hole of regret and pain that we all find ourselves in. This thing that we're conditioned to live in that we don't deserve to be in. Whether you believe it or not, you're worth more than all that struggle and pain. I believe that wholeheartedly. And if I believe that for you, then I have to believe that for me, right? Yeah. Some days I just don't have the words, I think. And that's all right. I'm feeling okay. Trying to be a rainbow. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Maya Angelou. Well, you today with the amazing quotes there, Misled Utopia. I appreciate you motivating us, pushing us forward towards the next right thing. Here on out, I'm here for every live. Well, I appreciate that. His and hers will keep you motivated, keep you pushing forward. As I said, we still got this car giveaway that I get excited about, the Glow Galactic Adventure. That stresses me out a little bit too. Like, am I doing the next right thing for myself by taking care of somebody else? Is this too much? Am I overextending what I can do in reality? These are the thoughts that kind of have been causing me anxiety lately. But it's all right because I'm going to keep pushing forward and I'm going to stand to my word. We're going to give this car away, despite how we could put it to good use for myself, despite my human nature to be a little bit selfish and want to do what's right for me. I've decided that giving this car away is the next right thing. Ken, hello. I'm getting the grays too. Damn, it sucks. It's all right, slow and steady. That's wisdom collected a long way. Play the guitar, Scott. I do not play the guitar. I fiddle with it a little bit. Misled Utopia, if you want to check out their channel, is absolutely amazing. You can see Rob on my shorts playing guitar in an absolute epic way. Optimism is happiness. Is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will drain to you. Mary Lou Retton. Mary Lou Retton, that's absolutely awesome. Thank you today, Misled Utopia. That $5 that just turned into 10. We are at about $1.60. So once we hit that other $40 and it drops into our account, we will be at 400 towards the next right thing, which is a huge reminder. Thank you so much for that donation towards the next right thing. Will help us get to Sally's and help her, fix the stuff that we have to fix at her house, and then find somebody else to help after that. I'm leaning heavily towards hashtag Tree Farmer for his interaction here for the free car. But it's anybody's game at the moment. If you know anybody out there who needs a vehicle, who's willing to be part of this conversation, and express to us how it won't be a hindrance in their life, how they'll be able to use that to grow and learn, put a little bit of effort in, so that we know that they're not just going to make their life too easy on them. And I believe that Tree Farmer and his interaction here has solidified me as hashtag Tree Farmer in the moment. I really hashtag Tree Mark, because I know Mark could use it, but Mark hasn't popped in yet, and I'm not sure exactly what that's all about, but that's okay. Tree Farmer, you're the only one sticking through, and I appreciate you, brother. And thank you so much for that 5 there, Misled Utopia. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for the motivation, the appreciation, and the hope today that I will take in and express back to you, because you deserve it as well. I guess you're right to a certain extent. At a point, we have to set down the struggle and start pushing forward. And that's exactly where I'm at in this moment. It can be hard to let go. It can be hard to move forward. It can be hard to take that leap when you're standing on this precipice of something great. It can be hard to have the faith in yourself that you deserve this great thing to come. Don't let it go. If you have drive and love in your heart to do something amazing, then push forward and do that amazing thing. I truly believe doing the next right thing and embodying my father's words, and understanding that doing the next right thing will exceed my greatest expectations, is something that I'm struggling to embody at the moment. But that's just because we're on this precipice of something great. I can listen to that whisper and fall off track and do what's easier. I can push forward with love, compassion, and hope in my heart. I implore you to push forward with love, compassion, and hope in your heart, because today is the day where everything changes. Today is the day we set down all that pain, and we stop handing the boulder. We understand that all these boulders that we've already collected need to be set down. But it's time to let go of the struggle, brothers and sisters. It's time to move forward and spread hope and love. And I kind of got trapped on Misled Utopia. You're awesome. Hashtag Team Tree Farmer. Oh, there we go. Misled Utopia's jumped on the bandwagon, and he was our biggest hashtag Team Mark. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you start having positive results. I truly believe that it's all about the energy we put into this world. And it can be hard to break that cycle of negativity. It can be hard to break that cycle of self-loathing and discontent. It can be hard to understand that there's more out there for you than this struggle when all you know is the struggle. Believe me, I understand that completely. No path AI would put you on would be easy. No path Al would put you on would be easy, but it would be good. Yeah, Al never took the easy route, right? He was the buffalo to face the struggle head on, and that's it might seem a little bit negative at times. It might seem a little bit draining and a little bit of a struggle, but that's what it is at points. Doing the next right thing is a struggle at points, and that's okay. I want to make that normalized. I want to normalize this conversation about mental health and abuse and addiction, so that we can help our brothers and sisters open their hearts and learn and grow, and truly understand that there's a safe place to be here in this moment, where you can express yourself despite the struggle, and we can grow this community of love and compassion through true understanding and hope, where you can take that leap of doing this great thing that will change the world, at least your world, but it takes a little bit of gusto to do so, without a doubt. Misled Utopia, love the quote. Thank you, his and hers. Man, God puts you places you don't know then you have, and then it makes sense. It doesn't make sense until the end, right, brother? We have to accept where God of your understanding has put you, especially if you're in a struggling, painful place in the moment. At times that can be hard to digest. But we're here for those times. We're here for the good times as well. There's plenty of good times to come, believe me. Thank you for sharing to your Facebook. That's absolutely amazing. Do what is easy all the time can make life hard for sure. Yeah, we have to do that. We have to do the hard thing. I'm telling you from experience, I'm telling you from watching humanity in general, that if you continuously do what's easy, that there is no growth. if you continuously turn your head away from the struggle, your own struggle or your brothers and sisters, there will be no growth. There can't be salvation without struggle, without acknowledging that struggle and pushing forward. And that's, I know we've been doing a little bit of more of acknowledging that struggle lately than, but it's been a struggle. For me, accepting my family's decisions, and understanding that I can love them from a distance. There's a lot going on with them that I can't heal or save them from, and that causes a lot of struggle in my heart. I implore you that if you're out there concerned for someone, say the thing you need to say, understanding you might not be able to help them. Do it for yourself today. Say the thing that needs to be said to the best of your ability so you can help someone you love. Look at that. Tommy, you are absolutely amazing, brother. 20 euro, which becomes like 23 euro, which will be doubled up. Look at that. Another $40 today. Tommy, you're absolutely amazing. Everybody show some love to Tommy by liking his donation. You're an absolutely amazing human being, Tommy. Thank you for helping me push forward today. Feeling a bit more positive as we roll forward and the momentum of the day gets going. Tommy, you're an absolutely amazing human being for coming in and showing appreciation, for understanding what we're trying to do here, and for helping me do the next right thing. We're gonna get to Sally's a little bit easier with that $20, without a doubt, and possibly able to get a couple things there that we could use to really pull her home together. And that's a huge thing because Sally's become like a mother. She's an amazing human being, and I'm glad that we were introduced to Sally. Anytime, brother. Well, you're always appreciated with cash or without cash, brother. But cash makes the world go round, right? We all have, it's all time versus money. And, I'm trying to find a balance there, which can be tricky. And it can be, I don't need all the money in the world, but I do want to do the next right thing. So it all takes time and money. So we're lucky enough to live in a day and age where I can download an app and, we can make some cash as we travel. I'm hoping to figure out a better way to make a little bit more substantial money so that we can continuously do the next great thing. But I have to have faith in the God of my understanding that it'll happen in its own time, and that despite my struggle, I have to keep pushing forward, and it's a beautiful reminder out there. I appreciate the beautiful reminder today, guys, especially Tommy and Misled Utopia for putting their faith, in this place, in this safe space that we've developed for anybody who might be struggling. We'll always focus on the struggle. I know that, but we don't have to be consumed by it. We'll always be an open door to understand whatever struggle your brothers and sisters or you might be going through. But we're going to take that to a positive place. We're going to find a way to heal and grow together. We can only do that through open, honest communication, through love, appreciation, and acceptance for what is in this moment. God bless Tommy. Yeah, sending love and blessings Tommy's way. Outstanding. I know. We appreciate you deeply. M. Dizzle, the Mike Thrizzle. There she is. Now the party can get started. Now the hope, the positivity, and the love can start rolling. Straight from MD's heart, right to your mind and soul. Accept that love and appreciation that we all are trying to bring into your life in the moment. Through open, honest communication, through love and acceptance for who you are, through love and acceptance for this great idea that you have to do something different outside of the norm. And that's part of what I'm struggling with. My grand design here, this great idea I have, is definitely outside of the norm. To be able to travel and help people in need. Meeting Sally really kind of hit that home, that there are people that are really struggling out there that have been taken advantage of, that don't have it to move forward and fix these things that they've been left with, and nor the knowledge or the ability to do so. And I might not have all the knowledge. I do have the gusto to figure it out and move forward and make it work. And that's what we'll be doing here. We're going to be figuring it out together, making it work, whether it be remodeling the van when we get it, or living minimally so that we can afford to get there and do these things for the people we care for. And I'm excited. I'm getting excited. I should be extremely excited about the journey to come. I am. It's just, I know that part of this feeling lately is being on that precipice, right? Being on this precipice of doing something great, and holding on to the confidence to do so. That's a huge thing for me. And I'm acknowledging that, and I'm going to move forward with compassion and love in my heart, especially with this giant open-hearted donation from Tommy today. That 20 euro that turns into like 24 euro that'll doubled up with this thing that Crank on with Chime will be absolutely amazing, and we can start really making some headway on the channel here. Um, I got to figure that out too. I don't understand why when I make shorts, a lot of times I've been trying. I got some fun shorts to make for you guys, but it's like I keep trying to make them, and the videos are upside down. And no matter what I do, I can't do it. So I get frustrated and I give up. But that's something I got to lean into and figure out. Hope everyone has a great day today. Well, I hope you have a great day as well, his and hers, and I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sticking through the struggle, knowing that the adventure to come will be epic. I appreciate you being open and honest with us to the best of your ability, and hopefully we could chat in real life here sometime. Keep moving, or I'll boot you. I'll boot you up the old tucker, she says, and that comes from a loving, caring, compassionate human being who understands the struggle. I'm Dizzle. Our hearts go out to you in your time of loss, MD. Not to get too much into it, but it's hard to let go. It's hard to move forward and find purpose in loss. It's hard to accept it and accept the lessons and gifts that come along with it. Because how can anything so painful have any love and truth wrapped up in it? But the reality of it is, grief and loss can be the most rewarding gifts when we can let go of the pain and allow that loss to magnify the love that this person brought into our life. And that can be a hard thing. And I'm not telling you to let go and right now, today, everything's going to be fine. But what I'm telling you is that your loved ones are still here with you and they need your love more than ever. To send them love on their journey is a gift from one loved one to another. That's an absolutely amazing thing. Every day is a day closer to see them again. Well, that's a positive way to think about it, MD. We got to appreciate what this world is and what it has to offer while we're here, because we still have a purpose, right? And one day we will see these amazing human beings again. I'm glad that you realize that and you're in somewhat of a positive state despite your struggle. We love you deeply and we implore you to hold on and love yourself and appreciate what you bring into this world, MD. It's hard to move on after a great loss. I know this personally, Tommy, and I appreciate you acknowledging that. Appreciate you being open and honest. It can be hard to face the pain head on, to acknowledge the struggle. It can be even harder to find the positivity in that struggle and loss. But there's gifts of realization. There's gifts of understanding that come from losing someone we love. Not only the way that the world folds out before us during their passing, but through how it magnifies the lessons they've brought into our life and makes us a better human being. And it sounds impossible in the moment, just like it sounds impossible to let go of pain when you're in the midst of it and it consumes you completely. But you'll find a way outside of it. And when you do, you can start to see these lessons that'll help us grow in a way that we couldn't grow without the struggle. It is time. Time is a great help. Plus, my survivor is what keeps me going. Your savior, he died for you, so nothing is too much for me. Well, I appreciate a God of your understanding, MD. I appreciate your connection with this God and your appreciation and faith that he will pull you through. I know that he will give us all the strength to push forward and be better people today, despite the struggle that we find ourselves in. Hello, beautiful souls. Edith, it's always such a blessing to see you. Today's about acceptance, Edith. If you have any quotes on acceptance, would be absolutely amazing. We'd appreciate that deeply. About to take the leap, about to move forward. And then tomorrow morning we'll be in the old camper car, right? I put it out there in the universe. I have to live up to my word now, right? Tomorrow morning we'll be waking up in a Walmart parking lot. Trying to get some money together as quick as possible. Tomorrow, maybe even tonight, we'll go out and do some spark driving. Probably should. I got some stuff around the house to pack up and get ready. Maybe this evening we'll do some spark driving before we lay our heads. And then tomorrow morning we'll wake up into the normal routine. What will be the normal routine moving forward? Coffee in the camper car. with a nice discussion on how we're going to move forward and be positive and hopeful despite the cold outside, despite the struggle, despite the way that the world might lay out before you. Tommy, I found a lot of my pain was because I don't grieve my loss, and it made me angry and stuck for a long time. But now I'm trying to help others that need it. Tommy, you're absolutely amazing, and by you expressing that, you are helping other people that need it. Because we don't, especially as men and women as well. But I know as a man, I've been explicitly told by someone that I really cared for a while back that it was gross that a man cry. When I lost my first brother, I started tearing up around this person. They told me I was disgusting because that's not what men do. And, that pressing that pain down and not allowing myself to feel my emotions caused me a lot of anger and pain, caused me more struggle than I deserved. Digesting that and feeling it and giving it the reverence it deserves is a beautiful thing. Feeling that struggle and that pain that you're in will set you free from that anger. We appreciate you, Tommy, for being an open book. Hello, Dizzle. Let's actually can go, she says. We're going, brother. What are we talking about? We're here. And I appreciate you, M. Dizzle. Tree Farmer says, okay, thank you very much for being company with me. You all, Scott. Your calm voice helps distract me very well from changing the bandages all is well for me for me if I could even speak today. But thank you, Tree Farmer, for expressing yourself, brother. We're here with you. Tommy, you're a great human being, M. Dizzle says. You are not alone, my friend. His and hers, we appreciate you. You're not alone either. That's the thing we got to get over too. When you're not alone, and if someone around you isn't allowing you to feel your feelings or tells you you're disgusting and you're not a man because you're grieving someone you love, or you're not a woman because you're not grieving the way that they think you should grieve, or you're disgusting for shedding a tear, they're wrong. You're allowed to feel that when you lose someone you love. For the love of God, I lost my brother and I was told this shit by someone that I really admired. And then come to find out that person was very emotionally unwell despite the amount of money she had. You had all the money in the world. That was her thing. Just dump money on it. Well, you know what? Dumping money on it doesn't change anything. Zero, it's good to see you this morning, brother. Dumping money on it doesn't change anything. It doesn't heal you in the long run. It might dilute you and make you think that everything's all right. But I'm a firm believer that money can't change anything. You deserve to feel your feelings fully, especially in a time of grief. It's really good to see you this morning, Zero. You're more of a man for showing your emotions. Thank you, MD. I appreciate you pointing that out. And I believe that now fully. And there are times where it's a personal thing. I don't implore you to go out there and sob and cry to a bunch of people, but I do implore you to feel your feelings and to find the right people where you could open up to them in any given moment. And not be disgusting to them, because that person who told me I was disgusting for crying over losing my brother, for just tearing up. I wasn't sobbing. I was just tearing up. Missed my brother. I just lost him. They were wrong, but I respected this person and wanted to emulate what they had so badly, because from the outside looking in, all this money and all these things were so amazing. But though in reality, looking back at it now, those are all just coping mechanisms that weren't healthy. Let's just drown it in money. Just drown it in money, Scott. You're going to be fine. Just make more money. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, because that's not sending love to my brother on his journey. Just by drowning it in money and making it pretend like it's that's a physical, worldly thing. To be a spiritual, caring, loving individual that can send love on my brother's journey, that was the goal. That's what I want to be. Reaper, it's good to see you. Good morning. I see you in your place. Yes, sir, Reaper. We're headed out here. This should be the last time you see me here, brother. We're almost prepped and ready to go on the great adventure to come. Scott, you take the feeling of being alone. I always look forward to hopefully Scott have a live tomorrow. IFE, that makes me feel because I struggled. I almost didn't do one today because of this place I was in, this lack of motivation. You guys are infusing me with the motivation and the love and compassion for myself to move forward and not just to step off this cliff, this great adventure to come, but to leap with passion and vigor, knowing that together we're going to do the next right thing. We're gonna help people. We're gonna grow. We're gonna learn. We're gonna find beautiful places, and we're gonna experience life to its fullest, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And that's an amazing thing. You guys gift me this beautiful understanding and connection and love through being a turtle, being the turtle herd, right? This concept that we're growing together, that means a lot to me. You know, one of my father's greatest sayings when he left a room was "off like a herd of turtles," and for us to adopt that concept that we can move slow and steady together and weather the burden, it has become something that makes me stronger than I ever thought I could be. And I appreciate all of you being a part of that. Yeah, it's different for men having to be strong and silent. That, she says. Thank you, MD. I think there's a time for a man to be strong and silent, but I also think that when you're with someone you love who truly loves you, if you're a man, you should be able to open up from time to time without diminishing your perception, their perception of you. A true relationship of love comes through understanding and appreciation and really wanting to help the person we love to grow beyond their pain. And to grow beyond your pain, you must digest it. To grow beyond your pain, you must feel it through and through. You must be the buffalo and dig right down into the center of it and come out the other side stronger. And I believe that because I've found a way to digest my pain of losing my brothers, this father, this amazing family I was given by Creator when I needed it. And this moment right now, this amazing family that we're growing here, that helps me to push forward in a gracious and appreciative way. Tommy, I was lost. When I lost my mom, it broke me, and I felt she took the best part of me with her. It's been 12 years, but I still cry over losing her. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate you being open, and there's times where I still cry for my brothers and my father. I made that video not too long ago honoring the fathers that have gone on ahead, that have been in my life. And I'll admit you, it hit me hard. But it's okay, because in that moment I felt connected. And then once I fully embraced the pain and I walked through it, I was sitting there connected with my fathers in a way that wouldn't be possible without me digesting the pain. I'm able to reflect on the great lessons that they gave me without trying to hold back some of it because I feel insecure about feeling the way I feel about losing them. And it helps me to digest their lessons and to be the soft and sensitive man that my father, John Howard, my stepfather, and to be the strong, caring, compassionate human being that my grandfather was, and to be the wise and loving human being that Al was. And I couldn't really reflect on these things if I don't embrace the pain, if I don't find my way through it. Right, I would just be stuck in the loss and the grief, not digesting it. You got to digest it in any way you need to, so you can move forward and truly obtain the lessons that your loved ones that have started their journey, or have tried to teach you in this world. His and hers, everyone cries. Tears is normal. Thank you, hers. I believe so too. Don't let anybody who tells you that, that it's been a hard journey for me, especially being told by someone who I saw as a mother and as a mentor that as a man I was disgusting if I shed a tear. But then, anybody else in the world can cry. She can cry, right? And she loses her nephew and she, this and that. I'm supposed to be there for you, this strong pillar. But how am I supposed to be a pillar when I'm just destroyed because I'm holding back the pain all the time? It doesn't make any sense. It makes you stronger to let go of those feelings. Reaper, Scott, how have you been? It's been a long time since I've seen you. Well, it's been an up and down road here, Reaper. We've been at the house for a while. I truly did hit a place of deep and dark depression and anxiety. But we're finding a way out of that through understanding that it's pieces of the puzzle that'll bring us back to that place of positivity. There's not one big piece that's going to lay out before us that's going to get us to where we need to be. So I do my dishes and I say yes to life by going out to the comedy club and taking a hike and expressing myself to the best of my ability. And every day I grow a little bit more. And now we're standing on the precipice of this next great journey to come. And it's a little intimidating. It seems too big for me to handle, but I got to have the confidence in myself and the confidence that my loved ones have, to know that we can do this next right thing and we can change the world one person at a time. One little pebble of love and appreciation, one new subscriber in this moment that'll be here for the conversation of growth and love is heading in the right direction. And appreciating all of you for being part of this conversation, for being part of my life, for helping me really acknowledge these things that we're talking about, for really helping me digest my emotional state so that I can be a strong man who can take care of the ones that I love. One of the big things I realized about holding back all this pain, not only did it make me angry, it made me weak because I was spending all this time holding back this dam of pain, holding back the river of life, making it be what I wanted. You might be able to do that for a while, but I implore you to let go. I implore you to feel what you need to feel so you can learn and grow to the best of your ability. I implore you to give your loved ones the honor of feeling their loss. I implore you to take these lessons of loss that I've felt and that you've felt to find sobriety in your life, whatever that means, to get away from the abuse and the pain that we're so accustomed to. Because here's the thing, in reality with human beings, we're all born a blank slate. And it's hard to wipe away these things that we were taught as children. And some of us are taught some horrific things, about our self-worth and about how to live, from these adult children that don't know any better, these boulders of pain that we're handed from these people that are supposed to guide us. And but at a certain point, we have to look back and accept what it is and understand that those human beings were in pain and they didn't have the tools that we have right now to move forward and to grow. Scott, landscape, I cry, grown man, real life, real solutions. Thank you, his and hers. We appreciate you, Zero. And from personal experience, I should know. Thank you, Zero. Did I? Oh, let me change this to all comments just so we don't miss any. Sally, there she is. Let's get back up to make sure we don't lose any. Sorry for your loss. Reaper, I appreciate you deeply. And there's no sorry necessary, brother. Embrace the loss with me today. Embrace the lessons that come along with the loss in your life today. And that's how you can help me learn and grow. We can become something more through the struggle, through this blessing that is pain, through the blessing of getting strength through tackling the obstacles to come. It might not feel like a blessing in the moment when you're struggling in the midst of anxiety, in the midst of trying to stay sober, in the midst of trying to walk away from an abusive relationship and all you've ever known is abuse, so you must deserve this. Those are all lies that we were told. These are all things that were imprinted in us as small children on this board of how to live through the people that were supposed to care for us. And I implore you to let go of those today. I implore you to become something more through the struggle and to truly evaluate the lessons that come from that pain and grow from it. And I'm only starting to truly see that through you, through being able to have these conversations with you, through being able to interact and understand that I'm not in this struggle alone. You are not alone. Beyond the financial gifts that we were given here that will go towards the next right thing. Your compassion and open communication has helped me grow in ways I couldn't grow without it. You're appreciated, Reaper. You definitely are. Sorry for your loss, says Reaper. Thank you. We appreciate you, M. Dizzle. And we are here with you through your time of grieving. By the way, PlayStation been down 16 hours. That sucks. Well, I'm glad you're here with us. Here's the thing, things that suck drag us into other scenarios that might be good for us. Maybe the PlayStation's down for a reason today, right? You're supposed to be here this morning, brother. You're supposed to be part of the conversation so that somebody out there can hear how you digest your struggle and how you come out the other side with acceptance for that. And you're appreciated here in this moment, brother, without a doubt. Sally, I tried to do something to honor my mother by buying and restoring her house. If you do something to honor them, keep their memories alive. And Sally, I appreciate you bringing that up because I feel like I've honored your mother as best as I could by helping you reclaim that house. The tragedy of the world is there's a lot of vultures out there. There's a lot of leeches that'll take advantage of amazing human beings. And I don't mean to blow up your spot too much, Sally, but you had a couple leeches come in there and drain you dry, and kind of screw you over when it comes to doing this amazing thing that you're trying to do for your mother. But there's a gift inside of that, right? It all had to happen so that I could be there, so that we could connect. And I, as mother and son, from somebody from complete strangers, right, to now seeing you as this mother figure, and giving me a sense of purpose. It gives me a sense of purpose, to be able to come to your home and fix these things to the best of my ability. Am I a master carpenter? Not at all, but I can sure to hell fix that patch in the floor. Am I a master plumber? Never, never. So, but we're gonna get that water pressure to stop, despite the fact that this dude came in and cut off all your shutoffs to everything in your house. Now, if you know anything about construction, I've never heard anybody tell anybody that they don't need any shutoffs on any of their toilet, sink, bathroom, tub, and then go ahead and instead of drywalling and finishing the drywall, putting brad nails and trim right through the plumbing. And that's what's going on at Sally's house. That's the big struggle that we have to overcome, is how we're going to turn this water off. And then we can move forward. Is there, redoing some plumbing underneath, maybe fixing the actual. I really want to send a long shop vac down through your ducts and clear those out, because I'm sure that there's just an obstruction in there somewhere. And then we can get rid of that whole addition of airflow that makes no sense. But yes, thank you, Sally, and thank you for that vigorous reminder that I can be part of something great. I am part of something great by helping you honor your mother, and by helping you honor your mother, I'm honoring my father. I'm having that compassionate love and appreciation that Al would have, because he'd be right there with you. He's telling me in my heart right now, Scotty, you're doing the next right thing by going and helping out this amazing woman who cares for you, who has no expectations on me except for wanting to love and appreciate what I do and who I am. I don't have to go there and do anything, but I go there and do things because it gives me a sense of purpose, because it's what my father would do. It's continuing his legacy of love and respect. Oh, MD, sorry to hear it. Hugs. Yeah, send MD a lot of hugs today. Let's send her a little bit of love here on the side, please. MD is a valued member of this community who's struggling today, and I know that it's hard for MD to express that. And I don't mean to blow up your spot or anything, MD, but there's a lot of grief in her life today, and we pray to a God of your understanding, that you find healing and strength through that struggle today, MD. And know that we all love you. The turtle herd is here for you, MD. My darling, Sally says. We love you too, Sally. What's the Discord? There's the Discord right there, Zero. I know we talked a little bit about the motorcycle, Zero. I have to be open and honest with you, man. I think I'm taking on too much. I've got a lot going on right now, and that's not something that can happen anytime soon. I am open to the conversation to try to help, but I'm already kind of, I got to evaluate how much I can take on at any moment. And I've got a lot going on right now. And I got a couple bucks saved up, but that's that's part of it too. You got this van coming. I'm gonna have to remodel it. I'm gonna have to get there and around, and it's hard to keep faith that all these things will work out. And I got to take it slow and steady. We got to take it nice and easy, and that's something that's going to have to put on the back burner at the very least. But I still would like to communicate with you. I'd love to have you part of this community. Just know that part of my struggle is stretching myself thin, and is making all these big things, wanting to do all these big things all at once. But I've never given away a car before. Even I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how buying a car out of state's going to work. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone trying to give away a motorcycle right now as well. And I apologize. I know I didn't make any solid promises, but for me, I get all wrapped up exactly what I should be doing. And, I want to help out my brothers and sisters as much as possible, but I also got to not chop off my own feet. Right. And I love you, brother. And I hope you stick around. Hugs to all. Thank you, Edith. Death is not always easy. It takes time. It's painful, but we learn to move on. And we move on by accepting and appreciating the lessons that came from that death. We move on by honoring our loved ones through hope and appreciation, through sending them love on their journey, through allowing their passing to magnify the lessons they brought into this world. Because if you're grieving for a reason. You're grieving because there's an amazing human being in your life that's no longer physically here for you to embrace. But don't lose track of the fact that you can still embrace them at any given moment by sending them love. I'm with my fathers right now. I'm with my brothers right now. And I implore you to be with the ones that you love for a moment in your heart and accept their love. And if that brings tears to your eyes, that's a beautiful thing. Accept that in a moment of reverence for yourself, that you can feel that pain. You're alive, and that you can understand the depths of love that come through that grief. And it allows us to purify ourselves and learn more than we could ever learn, despite the struggle that comes along with that grief. Ask yourself this: would you love one what you to be miserable? Would your loved ones want you to be miserable? The answer is no, absolutely not. I know our loved ones would want us to strive forward and push forward and become something more. But don't take that to a place where you don't feel anything, MD. Don't, you're not dishonoring your loved ones through grieving. Whatever grieving process you have to go through is valid and appreciated. You're allowed to feel grief. You're allowed to feel overwhelmed when you lose somebody. It doesn't have to be this immediate thing where you grow beyond it and you understand that there's a purpose. You don't have to completely agree with what I'm saying right now when it comes to digesting that grief and that loss that you're feeling in this moment. Feel whatever way you have to feel, and we appreciate that. Hey, Sally, hope you are having an epic day, says IFE. White Wolf, good morning. It's good to see you, White Wolf. Sally, hey, IFV, it's good to see you. No worries. Oh, my sweet lovey. Reaper, $2.37. That's absolutely amazing. It's a unique number, and we appreciate it. That'll be doubled up to about $4. We're getting real close to hitting that $200 mark where we'll be turning it into four, and that's absolutely great. I love you completely, Reaper, um, for being there in a way that you can. Every little bit helps. There's a gallon of gas there that'll get us one gallon of gas closer to Sally's, 1 gallon of gas closer to helping out the next person after we figure out who that is, after we move forward from Sally's. And that's a beautiful thing. You're a straight thing here by helping this channel grow, by liking, subscribing, checking out the channel, check out the playlist. There's a lot of amazing things in the playlist. A lot of amazing categories, from animals to family to My Car the Galactic Avenger, that you can take a look at that we're giving away, to cool things that I found along the way. Free arcades, awesome waterfalls, some cool hiking. Most of the adventure is in the shorts at the moment. And once we get down to Georgia and we have a little bit of a spotter when it comes to our technology development, then we'll be doing a lot more. I have some really great ideas. Get out there and let me know what we've built now that you'd like to see more of. There's a blues album out there, the Bunny Blues, multi-dimensional FM, and we've got a few more of those lined up. The basic fun concept is that we explored the multiverse and found Traveling Scott songs of all genres throughout the multiverse. Some really fun songs in there involving Traveling Scott and his wayward ways in the Bunny universe, where he's a blues man traveling, doing the next right thing to the best of his ability. We also got Coffee Talk, which is another segment we're hoping to grow here soon. I got a couple more of those set up and would love to have a few more conversations with some people close that we could develop that with as well. You just let me know in the comments of these things exactly what you want more of, so I know what to focus on once I get to a place where I can really start to focus on these things and have the help that I need, because I'm not a tech guy. I'll admit you, I'm not a tech guy, not at all. Big MD love. Yeah, I am all right. I'm all right always. So here's the thing, MD. I want you to be open, man. You don't have to always be all right. You don't have to be this pillar of strength. That'll wear away at you. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be broken. It's okay to be open and honest. And more than okay, it's a necessity for growth. You don't have to be this thing for anybody. We want you to heal and grow, which means that sometimes we're the pillar. And sometimes you need to feel what you need to feel. You don't always have to be okay. I wouldn't be okay in your shoes, and that's okay. Um, yeah, I'm all right. Take your time, man. I am in no rush. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate that, man. That's been part of my anxiety a little bit because I tend to want to do everything all at once, and I get these great ideas, but then I pile all these things on myself, and and then I become overwhelmed, and that's been part of the issue lately, especially when I'm just about to take this leap to do this great thing, to start the next adventure, to find some compassion and love along the way as we get to Sally's and do that. That's the next right thing. I got to get a van and give away the car, and I don't know how any of this is going to work. But we're winging it together, and I appreciate you understanding, Zero, and I appreciate having you around, brother. We'll continue the conversation, and do the best we can as we can. I love you, Sally. White Wolf, hello there, MD. Cheers, IFV mate. Reaper, he needs some money to keep him afloat. Well, so here's the thing. I'll make that money. That's not really what I need. I need to grow this community. I need to involve more people in the conversation so we can help our brothers and sisters out there caught in the darkness. Through sharing and communicating and checking out the channel, that's what we really need. The money will come. I have faith in that. And if there is people out there that have money over time, that's great, and I appreciate every little bit that goes into the Next Right Thing fund so we can continue to do the next right thing. But the bigger thing is growing this community of open, honest communication so that we can help somebody else in need. One other brother out there that's lost, like our brother Tree Farmer. I'm so glad he found us. Like MD and Reaper and Edith and Sally, and this community that we're growing that's going to help us grow individually through our individual growth and appreciation and acceptance. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Thank you, Edith. That is beautiful. Yes. And by allowing your brothers and sisters to be part of that fall, so that when they fall, they can feel comfortable with you being part of that fall for them. Because we should never feast with anybody who won't starve with you. Basically, there's a way. It's a lot easier to accept help when you've helped somebody too. It's a lot easier to be open and honest with somebody who's been open and honest with you, despite their struggle. And that's what we're trying to grow here, is this understanding of compassion and appreciation to normalize the beauty in the struggle. The beauty of your struggle when you're opened is that your brothers and sisters can help you and be compassionate and loving. And that's the easy part. The hard part comes for them when they're broken. And it's easier for them to open up and spread love and hope and appreciation if you allow them to be there for you. Takes time to do things correctly, guys. Yes, it does. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing or where I'm going. We're just shooting for the next right thing. So it's a blessing to be here with you. White Wolf, having coffee this morning with Maria, doing good things. Beautiful morning. And we appreciate you, White Wolf. Zero, why wouldn't I stick around? I don't know, man. I got a bit concerned about our conversation and everything I want to do to help you and everything I want to do for everybody else. And as soon as you start to have a conversation with someone about wanting to help them in a certain way, and then maybe you realize that you can't in this moment and you wish you could, that person gets pissy with you and walks away. I've had that happen a lot. I've tried a lot. I try a lot, brother, and I'm trying my best to help you, brother. I know that you're in a rough situation. We talked about the motorcycle, but it's like, with everything going on with Dad and the travels and me not being here and me not having a title for it and it being broken and me being broke, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like all these things hit me, and it's like I feel like I've promised this thing to you that I can't fulfill, and then I guess that was part of the worry. But you're obviously an amazing human being who's willing to take reality for what it is, and we appreciate you having you here. And I will do my best I can for you, brother. But we've got a lot on our docket right now that I got to take care of first, which is figuring out how we're going to give away this car and getting it to somebody. Hashtag Tree Farmer is right at the top of our list as far as I'm concerned because he's here and involved in the conversation. And he's really in need out there. And despite whether you guys decide he gets the car or not, I am adamant about going to see him and spending some time with this great human being. Um, we got to get to Sally's and finish some of the repairs so that her home can be a comfortable home more than it is, so that we can honor her mother on her journey by helping Sally, take care of this place that is outside of her ability to take care of. Uh, but and here's the thing too. It's that struggle. Sally's struggle has allowed us to become family. So there's a great blessing in all the struggle that she's been through. And I know she sees it. Let her hope nothing. I know she sees it. I know that she appreciates us and what we're doing to get there and to be there and everything that I've done so far and everything you guys have backed me up to do. So despite the struggle she's been through, there is a great blessing there. And that blessing is the growth of family that we all have become to her and that she has become to us. So everything that's happened in the past is okay. That guy taking advantage of her, it's all right. That guy, you know what I'm saying? We learn a lesson from these guys that brad nail through their own plumbing and make waterfalls in their bathroom and then cut off all the shutoffs so I can't do nothing but put a clamp on it for now. Like it all makes sense, right? Like we're in this together now, and it's helped us create family. This great struggle that Sally's gone through because of her being taken advantage of through her kindness, has opened the door to us becoming family with her, for her to become a real member of the turtle herd, and for us to really make a difference in her life. And that's a beautiful thing. And I'm excited to be a part of it. I hope you're excited to be a part of it too. If you check out the next right thing category in my playlist, you'll see what I've done at Sally's so far. You'll see the waterfall spraying across the damn room. And in my discontent for this guy and the song that I sing, out of mind-blowing numbness for what this guy did, while telling her it was going to be okay and charging her thousands of dollars, and it's a horrible thing that she went through. But it brought us together, right? So there's not only a silver lining, but a diamond in the rough, with that scenario especially, because now we've become family with Sally. And Sally is the first step, the first next right thing in this step of doing the next right thing that seems impossible. This way that I want to live. I want to live by accepting and loving and appreciating my brothers and sisters and doing the next right thing. And Sally's allowed me to do that. And it took her struggle and her being open, you know, for me to be able to be a blessing in her life. And I'm invigorated by that understanding. His and hers, make sure when you give it away that it is totally out of your name, because when a car is out of the state and sold, you just have to sign the title. Yeah, the title's coming with me, sir, and I appreciate that. And I mean, I can't do anything but put the car in their hands. I hope that we can. I hope that if it does go to Tree Farmer, like it says, I hate making huge expectations. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I don't want to, because it's not my decision, it's out of my hands. But Tree Farmer's making a huge impression here, and I really think that's where that's where I'm headed. With my heart is hashtag Tree Farmer to get this car. He's struggling with no power, no electricity, on this chunk of property that can eventually give him a beautiful home out there in Kentucky, but he can't do it all on his own. So, after or before Sally's, we're definitely going there. And maybe we can help him as well in this scenario to utilize this property to do something amazing. And yeah, the title will definitely be signed over. It's not staying in my name if I give it away. I ain't dealing with that hassle. When I give it away, the great to hear White Wolf. I'm having a coffee too. My caffeinated friend, enjoying a cup of Joe together. That's on my. I couldn't find my coffee cup this morning. I was half out of it before I started the live, so I just used my Dunkin' cup from the other day. What do you say? I'm a heathen. Embrace who you are. I'm a bit of a savage, if you haven't noticed, and I do whatever I need to do to get on through. And I implore you to do the same. If anyone gets into addiction, What did we lose? I missed something here. Isn't there something to make sure? Yes. If someone gets into an accident, oh yeah, of course, yeah, that's the thing. It won't be on me. I can only help so much. That's why part of it is like it's out of my hands. Like we're gonna have to, tree farmer's gonna have to figure out, or who's gonna have to figure out, how to insure it and whatever else is for their state. And I got to wash my hands of it because I can only do so much, right? I wish I could, maybe that could be something if he's struggling that we could work on together through the next right thing. You guys get to decide how we're spending this 3218, the couple $100 in my cash app, the $400 that will be soon enough. In my Chime account through the $200 donations and the matched $100 that they give me that I'll donate in, and then Crank's going to donate in 100 too. So we'll have 400 right there. We get to decide what to do with. Now, a majority of that, a chunk of that anyway, is going to be gas on the journey to come because that's what we've discussed. Get me to Sally's house, and then whatever else we need there at Sally's. But I'm excited to continuously do the next right thing and have you guys be a part of it, either financially, emotionally, or spiritually. And the other two are the more important ones. The financial one isn't important here as much as to be part of the community and communicate and to express yourself in an open, loving manner. But there are people out there that do have an extra couple dollars that can help us out. Like I said before last night, it blows me away online. I watch these people. This dude used to smoke blunts and talk shit in his car and make and brag about making $1,700. People gave him just to sit there and talk shit and act a fool. Now I don't see him around much, but but I do have faith that there's enough human beings out there that have a couple extra dollars that want to help out. But that's not necessary here because I'm going to make the money I need to do the next right thing to the best of my ability. It's true that pain means you're alive. Yes, pain is a beautiful reminder that we are living, that we're still blessed with this understanding of growth, is another beautiful gift through the pain. Don't worry, I am feeling it. I just don't show it. So here's the thing, MD, I want to help you work on. Show it. It's okay. I know how much pain you're in, sis. And it's okay. You don't have to be the pillar for us all the time. You are a pillar of strength here. And part of being a pillar of strength is being open, man. And you started this journey with us being completely open and honest, with what you were going through at the time. And we want to continue that trend, and then it's up to you, whatever you want to show, whatever you want to express to us. But I don't want you to ever feel like you have to be this pillar all the time. You are the pillar by allowing yourself to feel and to embrace and to say the words, I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain that I'm broken and lost and I feel like I'll never make it. I don't understand, and grief can consume us. I know that you're beyond that with a God of your understanding, but it's okay to be in pain, MD. It's okay to struggle, and when you struggle and you allow us to be the pillar, that's a huge blessing for us. Because then when we're in pain, we can readily allow you to be the pillar in our life. That's how weathering the burden together works. I'm a little clogged up this morning. I apologize. Let me get my little nozzle spray going on today. If I could get this thing open. Let's see if that'll help so I can breathe. But anyway, game plan time. We got some beautiful stuff coming. It's going to be an amazing day because I'm going to get out there, do a little spark driving. We're going to make a couple bucks. I'm going to stay in Walmart parking lot here in Syracuse. That's the game plan for tonight. And then we'll be headed out tomorrow, hopefully. I'll get all my clothes and everything prepped and ready. I'll get Bun in there. Maybe I'll just hold off on Bun until tomorrow and scoop him up before I take off. Give me one more day of driving around without him. Because that's going to be an epic thing. I still need to find a little bunny leash somewhere, maybe a cat harness or something. That's a harness. It needs to be a harness. But I think we'll be all right without it for a while because he's got a cage in the car. I can put him in there when I'm spark driving. He can run around the car and be a pain in the ass like he loves to. I'm sure he'll spend most of his time in the little cage that we have getting used to traveling. So, Sally, why would you trade the pain for not having them in your life? Thank you, Sally, for that reminder. No, I would not. One of the biggest things that set me free from my grief was this concept that was like, I could give up, if I could give up all the pain, but I had to take all the memories, the lessons, the love, and the appreciation that came along with their relationship. Would I give up the pain? Absolutely not. I'd take 10 times more pain than than I'm already gone through, because their lessons, their love, their appreciation is worth so much. It's worth more than that. And I appreciate that reminder. And MD, take that with you today. It's okay to feel it. Accept it, and know that that pain is just an echo of deep, compassionate love in your life, and you deserve to reflect on that love, and be in pain, so that you can heal. And I appreciate your open, honest communication. I don't show my vulnerability to anyone, only people that are very close. Here's the thing, MD. I have to disagree with you. You showed a lot of vulnerability here at times. And we're breaking down those barriers for you, and I just want to point that out. There's a lot of times, and you have become a pillar of this community by expressing your pain and struggle. Um, and at times we close off, and it's harder to express that. It's harder to be open about it. But I don't think you give yourself enough credit at all, MD, because you have a lot of times here been completely open and honest with us about the struggle. You've been open and honest with me a bit more in our personal talks, which is a beautiful thing. Which is why I try not to blow up your spot too much, but I implore you to uh, to keep expressing yourself. That it's okay to feel whatever way you're feeling right now, especially when it comes to grief, when it comes to addiction, when it comes to abuse. Find a way back into your sobriety. Find a way back into love and appreciation for the people that you've lost, and acceptance of the pain, so that we can grow and move forward as a community together, MD. And Weimer does see you, and I'm glad. Here's the thing too, and that at times too, right? You can only give so much at so many different times. Here, you give a lot, right? You motivate us and inspire us to be stronger through your struggle and how you're open about it, and that's a beautiful thing. And then you have the other level, right? That deeper level, that the communication that we have outside of this, and the communication that you and Weimer have, that you've developed through your relationship here and your communication outside of here. And keep that in mind today. This is a beautiful thing. But in your real life, in your day-to-day life, you have to have those pillars you can be 100% open with all the time. You have to have that person to call to alleviate that stress and pain in your heart. And if you don't have that, start here. And that's okay, because at times I felt like I haven't had it. And I appreciate that you have W, and that I was able to facilitate with what we're doing here, that you guys could have each other in this beautiful way. White Wolf, you're awesome. I do not just listen to anyone on here. Thank you for your time. White Wolf, we appreciate you. You're absolutely amazing. And I don't just listen to anybody on here, because people are on here running around talking all kinds of silly, crazy, stupid shit. And me too at times. It's a lot about the shenanigans. It's about the excitement of life. It's about the love and the vigor that comes along with moving forward. It's about, finding passion and compassion in your heart through the struggle. It's all about loving yourself in a way that's hard to love yourself when you're in pain. And you guys are helping me learn and grow in a way that I couldn't learn and grow without you. I implore you to take that lesson and and allow it to help you grow, to keep expressing yourself, keep becoming something more, to take that leap off this into the oblivion that seems like it's impossible. This great thing, right? This concept that we're developing here, this next great thing that seems so much bigger than anything I could ever accomplish. Well, one step at a time, and we're already doing it. I'm already doing it here with you now. We're already doing it through Sally. We're already doing it through Tree Farmer, through Zero, our new friend, through love and respect and appreciation of all the people that are involved in the conversation. We're doing it. You're doing it right now. And I appreciate you more than I could ever say, all of you. Get out there and kick today's ace. She says, damn straight. When are we gonna doing that coffee talk? Zero, that'll be something on the list too, man. We'll have to have a conversation, figure out how we can record a conversation that we have. I would love to have a deep, real conversation with you, brother, and do that. I still got 2 other audios that I have to produce first. Again, see, I pile all these things on myself, brother, and the when might be a little while for a lot of the things that we talk about, because there's so much going on. But I would love to have to develop a coffee talk with you. I have 2 more audios to produce with Misled Utopia. I have to give this car away. I have to get to Georgia and get a vehicle. I have to go see Sally. We have to blah, 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 and all these other things, right? So Zero, let's just put that on the agenda and be part of the community, brother. And it'll happen in its own time. And, I know I get excited and act like I can do everything all at once sometimes, but I can't. So we're gonna go out and get me another cup of coffee as we continue our conversation. Know your limits today. Appreciate and accept what is to the best of your ability, and know that we're only human, and you can only do so much. You can only be so much, and that's something that when I get excited, I lose track of. When I get all hyped up on the positivity, love, and hope, I forget that I'm only human. I can't do all this. I've never given away a car before. I don't know how that's going to work. And I've never bought a car out of state before. And I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know, I've gone to Sally's and helped her out a bit, and I know how that's going to work. So a little bit. And that's about the only thing that I know for sure at the moment. Slow and steady, nice and easy. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt, as Al would say. Look at this little baby. We're puppy sitting. Look at her. Look at her. This is Cupcake. Cupcake's fiending for lovins. It doesn't matter how much I love her. Come here, Cupcake. Come here. Doesn't matter how much you love Cupcake. She needs more lovins. It doesn't matter, huh, Cupcake? She's fiending. Oh, Cupcake. Oh, yeah, I swear to God, I came out here and loved her like this last night, this morning. She can't go out there because Bun Bun's out there and she might eat Bun Bun. She's just a baby, huh, Cupcake? Well, appreciate the love that's in your life. Appreciate the pets and the sweethearts. I only get to hang out with Cupcake for a day or two here as we puppy sit. Thank you, White Wolf. Exploratory minds never rest. Yeah, my mind seems to never rest at times. I would really like to collab together. I'd like that too, his and hers. I think we need to have a phone call, brother. But we've had the most epic game of phone tag ever here, and there goes the screen flash. And tell me it's because I'm out here. I surely hope, because we had a great day of no screen flashy, and now here we are. We appreciate the vote of confidence, good sirs and madams. You can't have no coffee, Cupcake, you sweet little poop. Give appreciation to the medicine that the beautiful animals in your life bring to the table today. Give appreciation, hope, and acceptance for what is as we move forward with love and compassion in our heart. Now, would I like a sweet little Cupcake to come out here and love me up all day? That'd be great. But we got a chunky little bunny we got to worry about who's out here. This is his house. And oh, come on! I didn't do anything different. Anyway, we're gonna try to ignore the flashing screen. I don't know what that's all about now, but Anyhausen, let's keep going. Right on, Scott. Right on, Tree Farmer. We love your face. White Wolf, yes, we listen from one another. We help one another. Yes, we do. We are the turtle herd. Has Mark got back to you? If he doesn't, I change my vote to Tree. I haven't seen Mark at all. I mean, I haven't heard from him on the channel. I haven't gotten any kind of reviews on any of the videos that I've put out. So that's kind of where I'm leaning at, Tree Farmer. I really do like Mark. I think he's a great artist. I think he's an amazing human being. I think he could really use the help, but the reason that we're laying out the parameters of this car giveaway this way is because I don't want to put the car into somebody's hands who isn't willing to put the effort in. And we're not asking for much. We're just asking for some interaction here on the channel. We're asking for some reviews on some of our videos and some of the stuff I've put out there. We're asking to be part of the community of love, respect, and appreciation and be in the conversation. And Tree Farmer is checking all those boxes right now, more so than anybody. Sounds like it's not for me, Scott. And there's a bigger picture, so we'll see what the future holds. You're awesome, Zero. Thank you, man. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for understanding. And slow and steady, man, doesn't mean that all these things we talked about can't happen anytime soon. Can I have a cigarette? I don't have rollies on me. Some house guests here for the night. If I could have one, that'd be great. I know I smoke too much in the morning. I need to get out and get myself some tobacco. And once we hit 5K, guys, get everybody to subscribe. We hit 5K, I'm quitting. Help me quit. Sounds like it's not for me. Well, Zero, brother, we got a lot going on, man. We'll see what the future brings. I appreciate you being part of the next right thing, brother, by being here, by being part of the communication, by being part of the conversation. If you're drowning, I'll toss you a. Every little helps. Yeah, well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not drowning at the moment. I remember to breathe when things get ridiculous. Thank you so much. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I get so excited. I get so wrapped up into what I'm doing in the moment. I get so invigorated with this light and this love and this passion of doing something great that I lose track of the beauty in this world. That I lose track of what I really should be doing. And that's just slowing down, doing the next right thing to the best of my ability. You guys help keep me grounded. I'm gonna one more smoke with you here this morning, and then I'm gonna get to rolling out here so that we can get ready for the adventure to come because I'm starting to get excited. We should all be excited about the adventure to come. We're gonna get to meet Weimer for the first time in person in Ohio, and we're gonna find some really awesome, cool things along the way. Some more free arcades, possibly. We could go to that free arcade while we're in Georgia. I'm excited about that. It's in my Next Right Thing playlist. Know that this page is a little different than most. This channel, most of the fun stuff is all in the shorts, which there's like a couple hundred of them. And you can see the development of this channel through the shorts. And there's some really awesome long forms. There's a couple. Coffee Talk is my absolute favorite, and we're going to be developing that. My other favorite is definitely the Multidimensional FM. It's a blues. The first album that we have out is a blues album. I implore you to go take a listen to that. And then maybe in the suggestion box, what kind of genre of music you want next, because we've got a whole multiverse of traveling Scott music we can tap into. So you just let me know what genre of music that we should do the next Multidimensional FM traveling Scott music on, and we will accommodate, because that's part of what we've got going on to grow the channel. Share this live with your brothers and sisters who are out there struggling today, so we can help them find peace through the struggle. It'd be very much appreciated. Share this live with someone who has someone who's struggling, who doesn't know how to digest it. Whether, there's a lot of people out there like my father who didn't understand anxiety, but he was able to appreciate it and try to listen to me and help me understand what I should do. And that's hard. It's hard to do when you don't understand. If you've never been hungry, you can't really explain to somebody the value of a burger and how it feels to be hungry. You could try. I've tried, and that's something that I implore you to do. If you're dealing with anxiety, stress, or grief, I implore you to try, whether it makes sense in this world or not, to express yourself. LOL, I was punched in the face the other day. He punched like a bit. What? MD, you're lucky. What? Who punched you in the face? And they hopefully you press charges on him. That upsets me deeply, because as men, we should never put our hands on a woman. You said he, which really upsets me. And I know it's a struggle out there, right? This whole equality thing and everything else, but it's still ingrained in me by great men that you don't put your hands on a woman. And for me, I've grabbed one, give him a good little shake. What are you doing? You're going to hurt yourself here. You're going to break your hand on my head. You're kicked in the balls multiple times by a woman. And just, tried to hold her after the second one and tried to tell her, listen, I could hurt you. What are you doing? I'm not trying to fight you. That's I got kicked in the balls twice in a row by a woman. Kicked me in the balls. Oh my God. She went to do it again. I grabbed her, held her for a second. Please don't do this. Please don't let her up. She did it again. And then that next time I was I was pretty descriptive about how I throw her through the window. Not that I really meant that, but she needed to understand I could hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Even at that point, I didn't hit this woman. That took a lot of fortitude, man. Believe me, getting rocked in the gonads twice was something hard to digest, and not hurt this woman. But I was taught by great men that a warrior does not do that. And it's not just women, someone weaker than you, a child or a smaller man or a smaller human being like you. Now, women do need to learn, that woman needed to learn that she can't be doing that, and it's not acceptable, but I can't hurt that woman, because that would be dishonoring the warrior I am. Does it make me come over there? Yeah, damn straight, Sally. We taking a fucking trip over to Europe? What's over to the UK? That's how I'm starting to feel right now. It boils that protective warrior starts boiling up in my chest. What do you mean someone punched you in the face? Some dude. He better be locked up. You better press charges on him, MD. You know what I'm saying? You lower, or I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe it's hard. I get angry and I get frustrated when these kind of things happen, right? When the people I love, especially the women, or you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, let's take a breath. Have appreciation, love, and hope for what's going on, and know that MD did the best she could. I'm being PC, IFV. What's PC mean? Well, please peace out. I have a great day and hope you all pop in again soon. Make sure you hit that notification, White Wolf, so we see you the next time. Wolf, we love your face. Don't worry, Sally. I punched him back. Yeah, I'm sure you did, but that doesn't negate the fact that this human being shouldn't be putting his hands on you. And I'm glad that you didn't punch him first. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. A little recommendation to women out there. The other thing I got to say to women out there is, it's hard to feel bad for you when you when you kick a guy in the nuts twice and then he rocks you. Like, I wouldn't do that, but it'd be hard to condemn that man because it was really hard not to hurt this woman who tried to brutally hurt me multiple times in a row. It took a lot of strength and a lot of growth and appreciation to not hurt that woman. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I would love to have the company, anyone who had good intentions involved, many hands make for a light work. Yes, tree farmer. If you're anywhere in Kentucky and you're looking to do a little bit of, a little bit of work for someone who's in need, I'm sure tree farmer will keep you busy out there splitting wood or clearing the property or maybe getting a garden going. Spring's coming. You gonna have a garden this year, tree farmer? If you'd like, I'll bring some of my seeds. I got a collection of seeds I can bring with me for all different kinds of stuff that I keep. Maybe we could start get a garden started for you or something like that. Takes me so long to make a brew. I grind them beans and forget what I'm doing. That's all right, brother. We forget what we're doing here too. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Saturday, please. Stay golden, Pony Boy. We appreciate you there, White Wolf. Thank you for the love and the appreciation today. You have take care there, White Wolf. Good, Marshall. Abuse really, bothers me. Yes. Abuse bothers me as well, especially when it's overwhelming over something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why the responsibility of being a man, we're given strength, right? Over, no offense, you know what I'm saying? But biologically, we have higher bone density and higher muscle mass, and that there's some responsibility that comes along with that strength. She was like, back up. Yeah, MD's a strong woman, handled her shit. I give you credit for that, man. I hope that this dude is feeling the consequences for putting his hands on you, MD. It boils frustration in my heart knowing that someone put hands on you, a man. It's ridiculous. Hi, his and hers, Sally says. IFV tree. I ever come to U.S., I stop in good Virginia. I love the Marines and they are nicest dudes. Yeah, the Marines are all using. My grandfather was a Marine, Ron Wiley, one of the ones that I gave tribute to in one of the last videos I made for the great fathers that came into my life and fathered me, despite the fact that I didn't have a biological father around. Which, growing into the future and meeting this man, I understand how lucky I am because without him in my life, I was able to have my grandfather, who was a great man. I was able to have my stepfather, who was an amazing human being, an amazing father. I'll be honest, I spit right in his face at 16 years old. He wiped it off and he said, there's nothing you can do that'll make me not love you. And I think about that moment and almost weep at times, because that's true love, man. I was in so much pain. All I knew was fighting and arguing and disdain and handing the boulder over. And that action in that moment was the first time in my life where I handed a boulder of pain over. And the person that I handed it to said no more. And he set it right down at my feet. I spit the fattest loogie right in his face and he doesn't matter. I love you. You're in pain. You're a hurt, broken child, and I'm not going to feed into that pain. And it gets me a little bit choked up thinking about John and his amazing ability to love so much that he refused to hand that boulder of pain back to me. And then Al, of course, right? All these lessons that we learned from Hawanase here, speaking his wisdom and love. We appreciate you, MD. You are much welcome, IFV. We love you deeply, and hopefully IFV can come visit sometime, man. Keep the door open. Slow and steady. We can't change anything today, but we can move forward towards something beautiful. AJ, hey brother, it's AJ and BJ from the UK. Thank you, AJ, BJ. It's good to see you. Yeah, I think at least 9 steps to make my brew. No wonder I get lost. Well, we got a few more steps coming in our coffee. Once we get back on the road, we'll be using the old French press that Krankenstein got us because we left ours in Pennsylvania, and we'll be brewing our own coffee in the morning with Bun Bun as we travel across the country doing the next right thing here real soon. Hey, brother, the tree, the tree suggestion, lumberjack. Be a little lumberjack. I think that's what we're going to do out at a tree farmer's place. A little lumberjack action. What's happening, mate? Says IFV. Ken, great message as always. Thank you, Ken. We're doing our best to push forward. I feel invigorated. I feel alive and full of love and light this morning through the struggle and the kind of stuck feeling I had this morning. And that's all because of you amazing human beings out there, willing to have the conversation, willing to break the mold of what's acceptable through true, open, honest communication, allowing me to be a real man by allowing my emotions to flow through me and not judging me for those emotions, as some people will. If you have someone in your life who's telling you that you're not a man because you feel, then I hate to tell you, but however amazing this person seems to be in your life, they're not an amazing human being. They need to work on their issues so that you can feel yours. You deserve to feel it through and through. You struggle, and that's okay. We weather the burden together here. My 4 minutes old sister. Yeah, yeah. She's your big little sister. I got a big little sister too, MD. Scott, I just got home from bowling. Awesome, 37. It's good to hear you. It's good to see you. I'm glad you had a good time bowling. Maybe we'll do some bowling along the way. Bowling does sound fun. How awesome would that be? We do a little bowling live. Maybe here's the thing. We go see W. Maybe we'll take him out for the day. He's struggling a lot. Maybe we'll go bowling, and have a little night out with the boys and do some bowling. You're all welcome to come with us. Give him a break from this struggle that he's living in right now. Because W's out there right now, and I'm going to say I'm proud of him. I'm going to say I'm proud of him deeply for taking a job that he feels like is underneath him so that he can start building his footing again. He's willing to do whatever it takes to get back on top so he can be with his babies, and understand that right now he can't be with his babies. That's a horrible feeling. I couldn't even imagine it. But let's all send a little bit of love to W. He's out there grinding, flipping burgers right now, so that he can better himself, because that's the option. That's what he was able to do. And don't let that thought diminish you. He struggled with that for a minute, and I'm glad that we could help him through that. Because if you got to take a job at McDizzle's to get yourself through, to build yourself up, it's not the be all and end all. It's a stepping stone to something more beautiful, and I believe that fully. Yeah, I did laugh. Well, I'm glad you had a good time there, 37. You're good, Zero. I love your face, man. Thank you for sticking around, man. Thank you for not judging me, because I get so excited and I want to help the world, but then I realize I can't help everybody all at once, brother. You're here and you're part of this community, and I hope that helps enough for now, and then we'll move forward and do the best I can for you, brother, as we alleviate some of these things, these amazing things that we're about to do. We got to do some of them first before I add anything else onto the docket. I bowled for 20 years on a league. Good times. Oh, that's awesome, Sally. Yeah, this is my second year, and our team is first place. Wow, 37, killing it, man. Thank you for sharing that positivity with us. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out there and do some bowling on our journey. I think it's been a long time. I used to bowl when I was a kid. I was really no good at it, but it was fun. Anyhow, same here. I would very much like to be a part of the celebration. You are part of the celebration, brother. Maybe we could go a little bit bowling out there in Kentucky when we see you. Ted, thanks. We just need to stay there for 2 more weeks. Yeah, stay up on top. Couple more weeks. You're almost there. Dax and Bun Bun. Oh, I wonder how Dax and Bun Bun are going to get along. I'm sure they'll get along great. If not, we got a cage for Bun Bun, but I'm sure Dax and Bunny, he won't. I don't know if he's going to know how to handle Bun Bun, but I'm looking forward to finding out. We probably do thousands of miles with the boys. AJ, I'm not sure what we're talking about. 1,000 miles with the boys traveling or whatnot. Tree Farmer, I would love to connect with you guys as well. His and hers, we have very similar interests, and I don't think we are that far apart. He's in Pennsylvania, and you're in Kentucky. That's not too far apart. Yeah, straight up. The dog is my fluffy kid. That's left good in me because my dogs. My fluffy bunny's my flumpy little chunky. Where is that chunky? Bet you he's over there eating strawberries. Oh, is he? Let's go. You guys want to go say hi to Bun Bun this morning before we take off? Before I got to get to doing what I got to do. Chunky Bunny's over here. Look at you. You already ate all his strawberries this morning, huh, Chunky? Come here. There's my Chunky. Oh, there's my Chunky. That's my baby right there, huh? Oh, 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 oh. What are you doing? Want me love you this morning? Why you being so jumpy? That's the Bun Bun. That's the Chunky Bunny who's going to be coming with us in the car. That's why we got to get a van so that we can live a little bit more comfortably with that chunky little bunny. Edith, when someone you love becomes a memory, that memory becomes a treasure. Yes, Edith, thank you. That memory is a treasure, and we honor that treasure by evaluating the lessons and love that this person brought into our life. Thank you for that beautiful reminder, Edith. Uh, that's fantastic, Edith. Zero, still here. Brother, I appreciate you sticking around, Zero. It means a lot to me. Part of my anxiety and stress was the fact that I might let you down, man. I don't want to let anybody down. Um, I want to do everything for everybody, but I got to understand my limits, and we all have to do that. I wish I could save the world, but that's just not how it works. But I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Edith is. She is a guardian angel without a doubt from South Africa. Our friend Edith, the motivational speaker who comes in and spreads hope and love. I've had this nasal congestion thing that's making me a mouth breather lately, and it's driving me nuts. Hopefully that'll clear it up a little bit. We can start breathing like a human being and not like some mouth breathing heathen. I quit a year or 3 months ago. I feel better breathing. Yeah, I'm looking to quit here soon. I made that 5K promise. It might come sooner than that if I can find the motivation through our conversation in the struggle. Two Scots, and neither are from Scotland. Not at all. Hey, Zero. Sounds great. We love your face. Healing may not be so much about getting over the loss as it is about learning to carry the loss in a new way. Wow, Edith. Yes. That's how we heal, right? That's true grieving in a beautiful way, is to learn to carry this loss in a positive way. Learning to spread hope and love and appreciation. I could dwell on the fact that I had this amazing father that I lost, correct? I could dwell on the fact that this family I was given is no longer here, but doing so wouldn't truly be honoring my brothers on their journey, and my father. My father doesn't understand it as well. Well, we'll pray for your father, and hopefully he can join us for a conversation someday, and we can all learn and grow together. Yeah, well, you defended yourself, MD, and I'm glad you did. Willie says, Willie says, death is not something you get over. It's just something we get through. Yeah, I appreciate that amazing wisdom from your friend, Willie Nelson. It's funny, is my middle name is Nelson because of this great man. And it was funny when you mentioned the connection you have with him when we got to know each other, because my mother loved, obviously, Willie Nelson, my middle name Nelson, and the fact that you have a connection with this great human being and a friendship with this man who inspired my middle name and who's inspired me in a lot of different ways. Willie Nelson is an amazing human being, and I'm glad to be tethered to that with my middle name, and I'm really excited to have someone I consider family that's a friend of his. You're an amazing human being, and we are so lucky to have you, Sally. This mothering, this caring, this loving human being who allows us to help her, who's going to allow us to become something more through donating our time and our love and our effort into making your living situation a little bit better. You're amazing. Edith, hugs to the beautiful ladies inside out. Sally and MD. From Edith, some hugs. You guys are absolutely amazing. We have a lot of positive um, feminine energy in here, and it's always invigorating. I'm back, says IFV. Says hi. Ken said hi. Say hi, Ken. He said hi. Hi, Touch. Tech. Sally says hi back, Ken. What woman got abused or hit? Well, recently it was MD, obviously, and she fought back. Besides that, I've got someone in my life that I love deeply. We talked about a few days ago, and I've done the best I can because they refuse to change it, and it hurts me deeply because I feel obligated to protect this person, but I know that if I go and I employ physical violence to protect her, it's just going to draw her closer to her abuser. So I made the phone calls I needed to make. I implore you today, you're not a rat if you're calling on somebody because you're worried about them or their children. If you call, and it's unfounded, then it's unfounded, right? Um, if you call and it doesn't change anything and the abuse is going on, do whatever you can. And that's what I did. I went and I talked to this person's pastor, and he said, well, what are you gonna do for evidence? I said, man, there's no evidence. We grew up in this pain and this darkness and this abuse, and they know how to hide it. And they hid it from me for months until it became blatantly clear in my face that they're still living that cycle of pain and struggle that we grew up in. And I did the best I could to express that. And I told him that I don't have any expectations on you doing anything besides knowing the truth now and being there for these human beings uh, in a realistic way. Instead of them just coming on Sunday and acting like everything's fine and spending the rest of the week abusing each other, and knowing that there's nothing I can do about it. If you have loved ones out there today that are hurting each other or that refuse to let go of the pain and struggle that you grew up in, have compassion for them and do the best you can. That's all I'm doing, and that doesn't mean go there and physically beat down the issue, because I'm telling you, if there's a woman you love in your life that's getting abused and she's allowing it and covering for this human being, you hurting that human being is going to do nothing but push you away. I've been there. I implore you to hold back on that and do the best you can. Make the phone call and talk to a pastor that they might know, and maybe calling the cops or calling Child Protective will help. If it doesn't, you did the best you could. That's where I'm at right now with that, and it's still hard for me to let go. Right? It's still hard for me to be ready to go when I haven't changed anything, when I haven't fixed it, when I know the person I love is still in this struggling darkness and this pain. But I know that I've done the best I can because I've done it another way in the past and it didn't help. Scott, what woman is being abused or hit? Hey, his and hers. Hey, yeah, he got two. Yeah, okay, guys. Love you all. I'm out. Sally, I love you too. I'm about to take off here in a minute. Just want to get caught up on all of our comments here. Farmer, that's one of my business models, is to have people come here and do their thing, YouTube channels, gardening, whatever we'd like, as long as it's in line with nature and the conversation. Yes. Well, I am excited to be a part of that, brother. Maybe, it's about that time where we can get a garden set, right? I'll bring some of my seeds. I have some squash seeds from my father that are, hopefully I can find them. They're actually, so Native Americans used to uh, hold seeds in clay, in clay, right? They dry it out and keep them good for a couple seasons. About 800 years ago, a Native American did that in Arizona, and those seeds were found about 5 or 10 years ago now. And my father's neighbor on the Onondaga Nation, got some, and then he grew some, and then he gave us some seeds, and we grew them. And I'm telling you, these squash are as long as my table, man. They're longer than my arm. Dude, it's crazy. And I still have a few of those seeds from our garden. Maybe I could bring a couple down to you, and you could continue that tradition on your property. And along with that, I got all my father's seeds, his collection of just seed packets that he held on to, and seeds that I've purchased to use along the way and used a little bit of. And I would love to come and donate those to the property. Hey, Nicole, it's good to see you this morning. I love you deeply. Still alive, huh? Sorry, been packing and shit. I'm glad that you're getting ready to get moving, Nick. I'm proud of you. One step at a time, right? But I also, not get too far into what you got going on. We do have to think about all the rivers coming, and I love you deeply. Part of my struggle is knowing how involved to get with the decisions that my loved ones make. And my standing on what's going on with you. And I know you got a lot going on, but I'm going to keep pushing you to do the next right thing. I'm going to keep pushing you to say the thing that needs to be said, to be the good mother that you are. And I know that that's hard. And you're doing that right now by moving, right? You're getting away from a scenario. You're learning from something tragic that just happened to you too, that we won't get into. That's caused me a lot of pain and frustration. Despite the dysfunctional nature of my family, my biological family is always tried to take care of others to the point where it's destroyed their life. And my older sister Nicole is learning that lesson right now. And we're here with you, Nick. We love you and we appreciate you, especially you moving forward and getting out of that place that's so full of pain, that's so full of loss, that's so full of, anguish. It's time to let go and set all that pain down and move forward, sis. I love you for taking that step, and I'm going to push you to take the next step. But it's got to be in your time, and it's outside of my decision to make. And I understand that, and I love you. I love you so much. That's so cool, Tree. I've lived. Get through that. Almost brother. Yeah, we're here with you, Tree. A man hitting is not a man at all. I'm with you, Tree Farmer, at all. Any man that puts his hands on a woman is weak to his own emotions, weak to his own fallacies, is a scared, worthless piece of shit. You gotta man up and understand that just because you have physical dominion over another human being doesn't mean that you should acclimate that dominion because you're in pain or because you're in fear. It doesn't make you more than, it makes you less than to use your being and hurt them, especially if you're a man hurting a woman. That's what I was taught, through the traditional teachings, through my grandfather, through my stepfather, that to be a good man means to understand that just because you can hurt somebody doesn't mean you should. Just because you have physical dominion over another human being doesn't mean you should. And that we have a responsibility to the life givers in this world, the women and the children, as good men to become something more. And know that you're appreciated and loved. And you can always set that down. If you're out there and you're one of these human beings that's so broken that you think it's acceptable, then you're in the right place, because it's not acceptable. And we're going to help you learn through what I've learned through the great men that have been in my life, that it's time to start using that power to protect yourself, your family, and your community, not to demand dominion over another human being. Zero, I've been abused by a woman before. I was riding my Harley and I guess I passed her a little too fast and unsafely, whatever that means. And this other lady thought her or me because I wouldn't. Well, I apologize for you. I'm sorry that I went through that, but I'm glad that you kept your composure, Zero. God, I love him and miss him. John, Grandpa, what are we talking about? Please say their name in the comments, Nicole. All of them. I miss them all as well. Al, Ron, John, these great men who have helped me to become something more than I could ever be without them. Sending them all love at this moment. John. John is my stepfather, John Howard, if that's what you're asking, his and hers. USMC, polar dudes once, guys, and everything randomly is toothpaste. I'm kind of lost on that one, but trying to get caught up because I got to get rolling here in a minute. Al was awesome, and he's still wherever he is, and he still is wherever he is. Yes, and so isn't John and Ron as well. My grandfather, my stepfather, amazing human beings. And we shine Al's love into the world by being gentle, compassionate, caring human beings that are willing to digest our own pain and take care of the ones around us after we take care of ourselves. I have a stepdad named John. He was an amazing person. John's an amazing name. John Howard, sending love to John Howard at the Fertile Hunting Grounds. This man that allowed this broken 16-year-old to spit in his face and he wiped it away and said, "I love you," was the first time in my life that I really tried to hand the boulder to someone who refused to take it and set it at my feet, and I didn't understand what was going on. And I appreciate him for that moment of growth and understanding that I don't have to keep handing the boulder of pain around. Thank you for everyone sharing your amazing lives and stories with us. Thank you, MD, for thanking Rose. Good morning, Rose. How are you? We're holding it together, feeling a bit better and a bit more motivated and appreciative than we have been this morning by connecting and being open and honest. Edith, you can't claim this. You can't calm the storm, but you can calm yourself. The storm will pass. Thank you, Edith. You're absolutely right. Got to get go, but come say hi. Thank you, Rose. We're about to take off anyway. Maria, I miss you to do. Feel free to check out when you do have time. Feel free to watch this live. Feel free to find compassion, love, and appreciation in your heart. But it is getting time for us to get rolling. I'm fine going through ups and downs. Rose, we love you, and we're going through those ups and downs with you. Feel free to open up in any way that you feel comfortable. And W is a legend, doing what's hard to make life easier. Yes, sir, he is a legend. No matter how much the time passes, the memories ever face, they seem part of who we are. Yes, Edith. Yes, yes. Good job, W. Let's all use a positive energy and make a change. Yeah, despite what we think we should have in the moment, right? W's doing what he's got to do. You remind me of me. Zero, I appreciate that compliment, brother. You seem like a great guy, especially, being open and okay with having to like slow down a little bit with what we've talked about so that I can accomplish what is in front of me instead of just piling a bunch of other stuff on the plate. I do not think we would want everyone to know. I don't think W would want everyone to know. Well, here's the thing. W is my brother, and I think he would want everyone to know. You know what I'm saying? I think that, and if I'm wrong, he can correct me. Um, you know, we've got to drop this shame for what we're doing and be open and honest with our brothers and sisters. And whether he'd want me to say it or not after a conversation, I'm sure he'd appreciate me saying what I've said. Because there's a lot of men like him out there that thinks that taking this job that's beneath them for the moment, and they make that decision to not take it, and they miss out on that stepping stone that can help them become more. And W is a strong and valuable human being for taking that step despite the struggle that he's in, and I admire him for it. I think you wishing you all the best. What I wish for myself. We love and wish you the best as well. It's currently 16:16 here. Wow. It's not 16. It's about time for me to get going. I got to go make some money, get ready for the journey to come. James, there he is. Best. It'd be awesome if they got along, but I'm just scared shitless that the dog will be a dog and it'll be my fault for putting them together. I think that, she's gotten around with smaller dogs, but I don't really want to put her with a pit bull, no matter how sweet that baby is. She's still a dog. He's still a bunny. James, I love your face. It's so good to see you. Cuddles with her bun bun. Yes, hero. Chapter 3 says, we survive at gods that open doors that no one can shut, and we shut doors that no one should open. Thank you for that wisdom. Don't feel you gotta be here, Scott. I appreciate and always look forward to the next ever accepting it. Yes, thank you, Zero. Hey, he says, behold, I placed before you an open door. There's no one can shut. I know you have little strength. Yet you have kept my word and not demand my name. Thank you, Zero. We appreciate a God of your understanding. You're amazing. Men, we have a lot in common. I think we do. It's crazy, right? Thought I was alone. Brother, you're not alone, and that's what we're doing here. We're making sure that all the good men and women out there understand that they're not alone. You're not alone if you're dealing with abuse, addiction, struggling, death, grief, loss, mental health. You're not alone. And we're going to start normalizing the conversation so that we can truly heal and stop masking over this pain. And we do that on a daily basis with an open, honest communication of love and respect. I'm going to HELL out all elderly person with work today, and I'm going for free. I care about the community, and she's hurting financially. That's awesome, his and hers. Check out his and hers channel. Maybe make a little video of that. Maybe not exposing her so much, but just showing the good deed that you're doing. I'd love to see that. Country says hi. Anyone hit my sister that will wish they didn't. Yeah, I'm MD. That's how I'm feeling about what's going on with you right now. But I'm glad you took care of yourself, and I'm glad you didn't just allow it to happen. Uh, is this live lagging? No, I'm just behind on comments because you guys are so graciously communicating, and I appreciate it. Scott is always behind the chat. Yeah. I'm not the best reader ever, but I get better at it every single day. That's cool. Hundreds of years seeds before. Yeah, the GMOs, right? Yeah, these squash are like bigger than my arm. And I got a few of those seeds. I love growing and eating food fresh, anything we can grow and communicate in nature. Yes, that'd be awesome. Yeah, growing food is very forward. Can we share this link to the live? Yes, please. Share anything you feel like would help anybody grow anywhere in any of the communities that you're involved in to grow this understanding of love and compassion. I know we started off a little bit slow today, but you guys helped me find compassion and passion for the journey to come. A little excited, a little bit nervous, but it's time to move forward. The religion of peace is all I say. Thank you, MD. Always woke the mental. His and hers says, hi, powerful. You're powerful there, Ken. Like, communicate, subscribe, share, donate, support Scott. Thank you so much there. We made $32 today, which is actually like $60. Doubled up with this little thing we got going on. Try to get caught up, make sure everybody's heard. Weimer is actually a warrior beyond warriors, doing what needs to be done despite his ego that he is learning to control, and I admire that and appreciate that. I have an ego there too that doesn't allow me to do certain things at times. Till the next time, Tommy says, we love your face. You don't get over it. You get through it. You don't get by it because you can't get around it. It doesn't get better. It just gets different every day. Is a new choice to heal, a new chance to heal. If you're here today and you're struggling with grief, you're struggling with mental health, if you know someone who's struggling with abuse, please stick around for a while or implore them to call 988, or you call 988 if you're in this situation. We back up all our brothers and sisters struggling with their addiction. We back all of our brothers and sisters struggling with abuse. And we weather the burden together here. We are the turtle herd. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together. And now we're all caught up. Until the next time, Scott. I love you deeply, Tommy. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for being open and honest with us so that our brothers and sisters have the opportunity to be open and honest as well. It's a beautiful thing. Peace out, Turtle Herd. We love your faces, and we look forward to seeing you again. Subscribe and become a member of the Turtle Herd, or don't, and just stick around, and we're going to learn and grow together. We're going to do the next right thing on our way to Sally's, on our way to Ohio to see our brother W and experience his lifestyle for a moment and be a part of that and bring some light into his life despite the struggle he's going through. And, go see our buddy Tree Farmer in Kansas, and hopefully eventually see his and hers. I'm not sure how that'll all work out because we've got to get to Georgia, here eventually, and be there for our family there. Subscribe or else, MD says. Those. She's just kidding. Well, subscribe if you're interested in becoming a member of the Turtle Herd. If you're interested in being part of something that's about helping your brothers and sisters and helping yourself heal and grow through open, honest communication, I implore you to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be part of this conversation whenever it pops up. It'd be more of a daily basis thing once we hit the road and we get into our routine of having coffee in the camper car. But with that being said, it is time for me to go. I'm glad that I was able to stick around for a while and find this motivation and love despite the struggle. I'm glad that we've been able to come together as a group and find love and appreciation. I give thanks to a God of your understanding today for bringing you here into this moment. There's a purpose that you're here today. There's a purpose that you ran across this stream. And that purpose is to help open your hearts and your minds to your brothers and sisters' struggle so that you can understand that you do not have to weather the burden alone, that your brothers and sisters' struggles reflect our own. And as we help them grow past their struggle, we learn how to grow past our own. I implore you to hold on to that thought today as I do. And I'm going to push forward and get ready for the adventure to come. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow morning in the camper car, Walmart parking lot, and we'll have some coffee nice and early, and we'll get prepped and ready, and we'll make a few bucks before we hit the road. That's the game plan. Check out the 10-minute live that talks about the car giveaway, and hashtag tree farmers at the top of the bale right now, as far as I'm concerned. Until next time, Turtle Herd. Yes, until next time, IFV. We appreciate and love you deeply and hope to see you soon. I'm off like a herd of turtles.